every month I drop a newsletter called Scout. And in Scout, I talk about a job that I'm seeing that's really cool. It could also be an emerging job or emerging job title or responsibilities. But I'd give you like a really quick rundown of like key skills, things to look out for, trends that I'm seeing, salary ranges, and then I find people who have that job or have a similar job just so that you could be mentored on the spot basically just by reading this newsletter. So, one new thing that I am starting that I'm so excited about is called Scout It and Build It. So, what Scout It and Build It is a way for you to get hands on with a career that you're interested in or that you read about in my newsletter. And then we just build because I'm a person of action and I don't like to talk that much, even though I'm talking a lot right now. So I'm going to kick it off and you're going to get a sneak peek. So in a future newsletter, I'll be talking about a job called a community health worker. And what they do is they're like the glue in a community that helps people find resources. But as you can see, I'm using a chat tool that I've created called Scout It and Build It. And what this does is that it gives you a quick snapshot of what this role is. So the job description and the problems that it solves, the skills needed to do this job well, and then also topics or industry keywords that you might want to be aware of if you're interested in this space. And then it also gives you a STEM field. One thing, the reason that I put that in here is because I want people to realize that even if you're not directly in a STEM field, this is because it's health sciences, but even if you don't feel like you're directly in a STEM field, there are thousands upon thousands of careers that use STEM skills. So I wanted to make sure that I included this piece here so that everyone realizes that they play a role and they play a part in being a STEM professional. So wanted to call that out. But I won't dive too deeply into what they do because if you read the newsletter that launches, I go into major details on what a community health worker does. Now, the fun part. So what this tool does is it gives you a quick snapshot of what the career is, what they do, and the problems that they solve. I'll read this really quick. But community health workers help people in communities access health care, understand health information, and connect with resources to improve overall well-being. What we are going to do in these Scout It and Build It videos is actually go build a tool that a community health worker would use. And in future videos, whatever career I'm spotlighting, we will build a tool that particular professional might use in order to achieve their day-to-day job. I feel like this is the perfect way to step inside the shoes of something that you say that you're interested in or that you want to do. So that is what we're doing here. So I'm gonna read some of these and we're gonna choose a tool to build. So these are some ideas. So first we could do a career connect finder. So this suggests local health and social services based on a person's needs like food, housing, and clinics. Next, we could build a simple health explainer. This turns complex medical info into easy to understand language. A visit note assistant. So it helps generate quick summaries of home visits or client interactions. That sounds interesting. Okay, this is a prevention tips builder. It generates daily or weekly health tips based on a topic like nutrition and hygiene. So it says health educators and community workers would use this. It would provide consistent and easy to share advice for prevention. And the interface, what I love about this Scout It and Build It GPT that I built was that if you wanted to quickly copy this breakdown and put it in a tool like Lovable or another like natural language tool builder, you can quickly just copy it. It tells you what the tool does, who would use it, how it helps them in their job, and then it gives you like quick interface ideas. I think that's really interesting. Let's see which one I want to create though. I really think the community health worker's job is to help people access local things um, for their overall well-being. So I feel like the smartest tool to build would be the Care Connect Finder. Um, so it suggests local health and social services based on a person's needs, like food, housing, and clinics. I just feel like this is directly tied to the work that they do in the field. So this is the best one to build. And it says saves time by quickly matching clients to the right resources. It would have an input box. What does the client need? A location, a button to find resources, and then the output will list services with short descriptions. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Now, my tool of choice when I'm vibe coding or vibe building is Ella Marina, because it just opens the door to so many models. You don't have to worry about credits, blah, blah, blah. So I like to use it. And what I'm going to do, I didn't even create like a detailed product description or anything. I'm just going to drop the basic description that my GPT idea creator came up with, because I like this. And then I'm just going to hit build. And what I like to do with Ella Marina, they have a couple of options. They have a battle mode option where it anonymously builds your tool with different models, so you don't get to choose what model you build with. And then they also have like a side-by-side comparison where you choose the models that you want to build your tool and you see which one does the best. And then they also just have like a direct one. So if you know you like to build with Claude, or you like to build with like OpenAI's models when you're coding, then you can just directly choose it if it's available in their system. For the most part, most of the newer models, or like the slightly newer models, are available in their system. So I remember when like Nano Banana was first coming out, people were like testing it through Ella Marina because it was available for free on Ella Marina. So things like that. But long story short, when you're building your tools on Ella Marina, it will take, or even if you go directly to like a chat or a Claude, it'll take a little bit of time to build. So let this sit for a while, and you can always come back and check on it and see if it's built. It normally takes about 5 to 7 minutes. So we're gonna open both of these tools that were created in a tab. And if you are following along and you're building with me, make sure you create an account, because you're not able to save what you build unless you have an account, and then you're not able to open these up into new tabs unless you also have an account. So what we're gonna do, so I'm gonna say that I'm a client that needs food, and then my zip code, let's do an Atlanta zip code, and let's click find resources and see if it works. So I think it's just giving me, I don't think these are real. These are just fake resources, but at least we're able to see like how it would actually work. Emergency shelter. Oh, I love it. And then it's like labeled, and then you can actually click the call button. Oh, and this is trying to open FaceTime for me and actually call people. I love that. And then when you hit save, I think it's supposed to send an email, but that is not working. But yeah, this is really cool. I like it as a prototype. So if you really wanted to build something like this, you could send this off to a team and they could prototype it. Or the best thing about vibe coding is that you can keep tinkering with it and tell it what it's missing, and then it will fix it for you. So for instance, I would be like, all right, this is not giving me real places that are based on the location that I put in. Update, please. And then you could do that. All right, so this is the first tool. Now let's go to the second one. So this was the second one, and this one's already better positioned. Let's see how it works. Ooh, I love that it has like intake forms. So let's say that my name is Terry Johnson, And I love the pseudonym. That means if you want to keep someone anonymous, you can. Let's go back to Atlanta. Let's say, oh, I love that they have different languages. Let's say the language is English. They live in a 3-person household. The categories of need, they need food assistance and mental health services and child services. The client is a veteran in the house. They're not a veteran, but the household has minors. We can say that the priority level is, I wonder what happens if we mark it as a crisis. And let's just say they lost their, and needs immediate assistance. I can say something like that. So save client intake and match. Ooh, okay. So now I'm currently looking at Terry Johnson, and then it's giving me food, it's giving me housing, and it's giving me some clinics and mental health. It's just like giving me, but it's also giving me childcare. Oh, I love that it's giving me the status. And if I was a community care worker, I would love this. Oh, and you can add it to their profile. Okay, so I'm adding this counseling center, and I'm adding the substance use center. And how do I get back active referrals? A referral document generator. So the client is Terry Johnson. The priority is crisis immediate. Those are what I recommended. And then it's saying, like, I'm the caseworker, and that's my telephone. Okay, I can print it, or I can text the details to the client. Oh, this is where I can change the client information. So we can say, I'll just put that. I can change my number if I need to. The priority, please. Oh, take a look now. And then I can clear all. This is really cool. If I really wanted to download this, I could go back in vibe code and tell it to download as well. Field updates, general updates, weather notice. Oh, Carlos said they're at capacity alert. Pathways Emergency Center shelter is almost at capacity tonight. 4 beds left. Recommend calling ahead to check bed availability. I love that you can literally just click around as if, let's see, new service alert. New shelter just opened up at Sunnyside Drive. They have 10 beds available. Publish the feed. Oh, I love this. Hey. That's really, really cool. Okay, so active referrals, those are my clients. These are the services. Match clients needs only, hide full resources. Client intake. This is so cool. I love this so much. And then this is my dashboard. So it says I helped 6 clients today. I can view my current clients. I can match the resources, and I can print referral. If you like the idea of being a community health worker, then dive in, start to play around with the Scout It and Build It tool so you can get some ideas. If you don't like the ideas that it gives you, you can keep brainstorming back and forth with it. And quick note that I want to tell you, when you build things on Ella Marina, you can actually text out the link to other people, and they can use it on their phones, they can use it on their computers and play around with it too. So that's why I like building on this and then showing people what you can do with it. So that's all for this video. Please go ahead, scout, do some research on the community health worker, and build something, especially if you say you're interested in this work. Just build and see what you can create. So I'm excited. And then if you build something, share it with me. Leave it in the comments so other people can click around and play around with the things that you build. Or if you are following along via email, go ahead and just hit reply, and then I'll receive the reply and I'll click around and use your tool as well. So thanks for scouting it and building it with me. Of course, next month I'll do another one of these, and I will build more tools and put on my hat and step into different roles too. So I'm excited to build with you. See you next time.